Star Wars fans. You know, there's just 341 days until Christmas 2023. And welcome to National Gourmet Coffee Day. You know, in lieu of that, because of that, instead, I should say, I am going to have a gourmet coffee today. So pick your gourmet coffee of the day and enjoy some caffeine. I'll be doing that after the show. So there we have it. Today we get another episode of the Bad Batch. Bad Batch Season 2, Episode 4, Faster. So for those of you that may be new to this is the first time you've been to one of our watch parties. You catch it. Hey, good morning, Trev. Dawn, hello. Thanks for joining this morning. If it's the first time in a watch party, this is my very first time watching the episode. I've not seen it before, so we try to avoid spoilers in the chat. And then I will be playing the episode right here above my shoulder. It's behind a little bit of a gray with the counter over top of it. And with that counter in the gray, and no audio, you can follow along with where we are in the episode. At the end of the episode, we'll bring up a predictions game that helps us go through the episode, kind of review it, see what happened, what didn't happen, and give our opinions, our thoughts, reaction to the episode as it goes. And I see Mike Porter's already joined us this morning. Good morning, Mike Porter. We've got the Mike Porter dad joke lined up at the end of the episode. He's made another excellent Star Wars dad joke today. We've got that in there. So I think that covers all the bases. And you guys, there's a couple things just for the channel, some announcements. I did them at the end of yesterday's live stream. If you weren't there for that, on our Patreon, I am going to start a full review of the Plagueis novel. And many people say that that's their favorite EU novel or Legends novel in the Star Wars universe. Personally, for Santa, not my favorite. Not my favorite. I think it's overrated, and I don't think it. At least it didn't deliver to me what I had hoped that it would. And so we'll go through the Plagueis novel together. And if you've not read it, we're going to actually read through the entire novel. We'll do it bit by bit, so you don't have to sit through a however many hour reading of it. And I'll put it up here, and we'll read through it together, and you can see what my thoughts are of it as we go through. So Trev said it's not his favorite either. Oh, thank you, Trev. You know, there's a man of culture, a man, a wonderful Star Wars fan right there, Trev, a kindred soul. Yeah, it's not my favorite. Not my favorite. Dawn says, I've been stuck trying to listen to the Path of Destruction novel to start that trilogy set for months. One that I have is the Bane trilogy. I've got that. There was a sale on Kindle, and I bought that trilogy, so I did that. Trev says, actually enjoy iJedi and how they retconned it into taking place during the Jedi Academy. I haven't heard of iJedi. That's one that has not been on my radar list, Trev. I'll have to maybe next time that comes up, pay attention. So there's a sale, or I've got Kindle Unlimited. Maybe they've got it where I can just read it without having to buy it. We'll see. I'll look for it. So we're going to go through the episode here, and the way this works is after the Disney Plus logo comes up and it starts, then I will start the timer, and we'll go through all the review, preview, all of that. We let it all play, so if you're watching along, you can follow there. All right. So here we go. Faster. It says it's 26 minutes, and I've not seen anything. So again, please avoid the spoilers in the chat. Go. Start the timer. There we go. Lucasfilm logo. Dawn, tell us more. It says it's Dawn's got one Audible book credit left. It's a late 90s novel. iJedi. All right, here we go. Well, probably got another little bit before it starts. Matt Risman. Hey, get ready for this Ghostbusters Sonic's Resistance episode. Oh, Ord Mantell. We're starting right in. Ord Mantell. There we go. Check the box if you had Ord Mantell in your predictions. Ah, they're playing. Yeah. Two cartons of Mantell mix. Hey, T. Davidson. Good to see you. Leia? Nerf nuggets. Muscles. There we go. It's my fill in the blank was that Sid would call one of them by a nickname like Bandana. Muscles fits. She calls him Goggles sometimes. She's called Omega like Noodle Arms and Blondie, stuff like that. Oh, what's this planet? Where are we? Is this a new planet? An old planet? Where are we? Yeah, I want a Rambo reference too. Safatoma. So this would be a new planet, right? Safatoma. Oh, we've got pod racing. Maybe? Looks like pod racing. Maybe. Some sort of racing. Riot racing. Okay. Oh, we've got. You're allowed to use blasters. Oh, that's. uh, uh, all right, so it's pod racing. I mean, but a little different. Uh, what's a droid? Uh, Teo's got a little attitude. Spectacled spectator. Hilarious. Which I'm going to win. So you're allowed to use droids to race. Sidorin. Is that her full name? Oh, we've got a Peggy. This is a oh, what's that species with the two horns on the bottom of their chin? I know it. Uh, yeah, not Zeb. Oh, we've seen them before. Um, oh, I know the species with the horns, and they're very, very tough skinned. They have a whole culture when they're growing up of having to like survive. Many of them died just through going through their uh, uh, development. No, not a Deveronian. Close, Trev. Deveronians have the horns on top. Dowan. Is it Dowan? I think Dowan. Dowan. I that's in my head. There was one in The Force Awakens, and then there's been one. There's been one in the High Republic. He's a member of of the bad guys. Oh, obstacles! You got to be quick. Oh, a friendly reminder to spectators: be be mindful of blasters. Hey. Yeah, the whole race is a death trap. Oh, here we go. They're targeting Teo. Teo's going to have to move or you're going to get. Oh, you've. Oh, this is. No, 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 no. Oh, and crash. Teo's out. Hey, got third. uh, goggles. Oh, joy. Okay, so doing nothing. I say Dowutin. Dowutin. T. Davidson, thoughts so far on the episode? Very Phantom Menacey, right? Very Phantom Menacey. What you're missing is a little Anakin and uh, uh, you're missing an Anakin and you're missing a and and a Qui-Gon Jinn, right? Yeah. I sort of I look the humor of this, it goes right with Cal Wooten. That Tech is saying techie stuff. We haven't seen Omega user blast or bow, and we haven't seen Record wreck anything. We don't have the rest of the batch at all. Where's Hunter? And where's Echo? Where's They're going to send them down the? Already know it because they already set it up. They're going to send them down the left tunnel. It's happening. It's going to happen. Predicting it now. Oh no! Has Teo been disassembled again? Who's going to fly? Oh, here we go. Oh boy! Then the next race. Is Tech going to race? Uh, oh, Teo's out. Well, somebody going to race? Who's going to do it? Is Tech going to do it? But it had to be Tech. There you go. No, Omega. I'm glad they didn't do Omega. Omega was the obvious one, Trev, right? Omega. Yeah, Omega would be the Annie, right? Like, and there's been speculation it should be maybe force sensitive. If she did it, then it would just pretty much confirmed that, but they said that you get the reflexes. Yeah, Tech's been studying. Steel claw cane. Uh, uh, a number of droids, protocol droids. Finally, all these great names. All of a sudden, Tech. Here we go. All right, Tech. He's going to go down the red tunnel. I already know it. There's a 100% chance he's going down the red tunnel. That's happening. Why? Because they said never go down the red tunnel. Right? She's not. Yes, I agree with you, Trev. I agree with you. So I'm going to lose some points because Hunter and Echo were not in the episode. Pit droids. Doing pit droid things. Last. It's called losing. No, if you let the ones in front all take each other out, then you stay out of the foray. Don't take the left tunnel. He's going to take the left tunnel. 1,000% here. Baymax, Hunter's in the crowd hiding. I love it. Oh, dropping some weight. Dropping weight. Got to get lighter. Removed the weapons. Yeah. All right. Now he's not in last. Now he's going to go left. Here we go. You're also not going to need defenses. Oh, somebody did follow. Let's see how it pans out. Star Wars politics. Hello. Oh, I just saw you on YouTube. I was going through and I saw, or on Twitter, actually, Twitter. Yeah, I like the music too, Trev. The soundtrack is really good. All right, so. Uh-oh. Rup. He didn't make it. But here comes Tech. He made it. Zoom. Passed another one. Oh, he's in. What is he in second? Yeah, he's using deflector seals. Losing shields. Got to quit getting shot. Yeah, don't get boxed in. Now's the time to pass. Do something. Oh, you don't have any weapons. Here we go. And move. Yep. There you go. Let them get each other. Where we get? Who's going to come out of this? Who's going to come out of the dust? It's got to be Tech, right? Tech. Oh, fun. What a fun episode. Look, predictable? Yes. Highly predictable. But fun? Oh, it's been a ton of fun. Yeah, Matt, I'm glad I didn't wake up early for the episode. Look, it was fun. Just a fun episode. Look, you're allowed to do that. It's an animated series. Woot woot Tech. That's right, Dawn. Brian Stone. Pretty sure Hunter was in the crowd hiding. Yeah. People going for their predictions points. I see what you guys are doing. He threatened to wreck stuff. He did. Wrecker. Going to work for me. Yeah. You know, people have been worrying about Sid since day one that she would cross anybody for the right money. I think that's still true. She's loyal to a point, right? Yeah, is that foreshadowing about Sid? I think so, Trev. I think so. That's been a concern for folks for a long time about her. Let me just stop that. Stop that. That she's in it for the money, right? She's a profiteer. She's, I think, very high likelihood that uh, given the right motivation, incentive. That's the word I wanted. Given the right incentive, I think she would sell them out. So there you go. Baymax. Very funny. Wrecker wrecks some perfectly level sand, stomping around. Well, the closest thing that he did is he used his strength to like carry big bulky machinery, right? But he didn't wreck anything. He just he did a wrecker kind of stuff, carrying insanely heavy stuff, right? So would she sell him out to Rampart? Well, that's a good question, Trev. I don't know about Rampart, but I do think, let's say there's a bounty. Let's say there's a bounty for the batch that's too good to be true. That whomever put out the bounty, she wouldn't care, right? She wouldn't care. She would just she would take it for the money. So Diamond Joe, haven't seen the episode yet. Hope it was a goodie. Well, depends on your sense of humor, Diamond Joe. It's a comedic episode. It's kind of a lighthearted episode, and there's not much depth to it as far as building characters. But at the end, I mean, at the end of the day, what we were just talking about with Sid is sort of the for character development. Is there anything in this story that is moving, or in this episode that's moving the story along? Boy, it's pretty thin. And if there's ever been an episode of Bad Batch that's a filler episode, I would say that this episode checks more filler episode boxes than any other episode. Is it truly a filler episode? Hard to say. Depends if they pull some of this stuff in to the story later, but we don't know. To me, it feels, yeah, it's a fun filler. Yeah, T. Davidson, I agree with you. I think at this part, I think it's a fun filler. Are we sensing a betrayal from Sid? Not sensing a betrayal. I'm saying that they're continuing the character development to tell us specifically that she is not loyal to anybody but herself, right? So there's that. RF Gaming. If that was the worst of the season, we're in good shape. It wasn't bad. I agree. I think it was fun. If you, it's setting up on saving their acid somehow later to get their freedom, I bet. And, Matt, I suspect the word that, yeah, they're setting up, they're saving Sid somehow later to get their freedom. Perhaps. I think more likely there's going to eventually be a bounty put out for the batch, and Sid's going to double cross them. That'll be my guess, is that at some point down the road, Sid will double cross them. Yeah. So let's see. Let's bring up. I've got a couple of things here just to remind myself. Here, let me just put this over here. Nick, her name is Fat Bosk. Very funny, Nick. Thank you for that. All right, let's share the screen and let's get into. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and hit the Hoth ambience there so we can listen to Meg's Cantina music in the background. That's nice. And then let me see. I want to share a window. Share this one. And the first thing up, and I wanted to have this up because I saw it when I was in Twitter this morning. Mike Porter put up a poll of the day. What did you think of episode 4 of season 2 of The Bad Batch? Awesome, good, okay, or don't care? I'm going to put good. Let's see how people are voting here. 20 votes. Hey, 50%. Good is leading the way. We've got a couple, I say, 52%, just over half. You add in the 9.5%. We got roughly, 61%, 62%, roughly 62% are saying good to awesome, and the remainder in the lower half. So, am I the only one who thinks Sid looks like King Koopa? It's Mario, right? That's Mario. Hey, Bad Dad, good to see you. Wanted to stop in to say hello. A long snow removal shift here in Colorado. Catch it when you can. Oh my goodness, a snow removal. My brother-in-law did snow removal here in Ohio. He's no longer doing that, but did that for a while. So we've got we're going to go through predictions now. And you can see I've got it up here. Let me increase the size just a little bit. I think for the most part, you guys can read this. Aggressively relaxing. Hello, my friend. The term filler makes me roll my eyes. I was reading this book and a little hobbit just took a side quest and found a magical thing. I didn't add up to anything. Right. Aggressively relaxing. Exactly. Good point. Because we don't know yet. Right? Like this episode helps set up. My earbuds aren't working, so I'm just going to take them off. They keep talking to me. They're trying to connect and disconnect. I don't need to hear. I can just talk to you guys. I can just talk to you guys. I think it is setting up with Sid's character. Plus, we don't know yet where that Dawutin may come in later. We don't know where some of these other characters or plot points might tie back in. We got to look back after the fact, right? I'm saying at this point, it is, the term filler is used way too much. That's right, Mike Porter. That is 100% correct. It is used way, way, way too much. It's annoying how people want to use the term because it dilutes it and it makes it confusing. It's the same with people using the term shill. They use that wrong. And using the other term. Hey, Trev's got to go to work. Thanks for hanging out with us, Trev. But same for shill, and the same for what's the other? Mary Sue, right? People just don't use the terms correctly. And it kind of muddies the water, makes it really difficult to have discussions with people. What happened to just enjoying what you're watching? I had fun watching the episode, so that's what I was going to say. Every time I say fill her up, sue me. Funny Baymax. On the episode, I did the Mike Porter Twitter poll. I said it was good. I enjoyed it, and it was fun. A lot of smiling, a lot of laughing, entertaining. Right? It's a fun, lighthearted episode. I thought it was well done, extremely well done. The music was really good. Overall, what would I give it out of a 10? Well, just for pure enjoyment, I think the bottom for me, and I'll let it kind of sink in a little bit, but the floor for me would be a 7. A 7 out of 10 would be the floor for me. It may be a little bit higher than that at the end of the day, but I'll start at a 7. Matt Risman, 5. Hey, I think that's okay. Matt, 5 out of 10. I'll give it to you. It's your opinion. You're allowed to have whatever, right? So if it didn't tickle your fun zone in your brain, then that's fine. Santa's a bad shill. It's true. It's only a matter of time before Teo gets his own show. It's still a fun episode. Yeah, see, to me, I give it a lot of points just on the fun side of it. Mumbo Jumbo gives it a 6, almost a 6.5. Cartoon to the quality, right? You know, Baymax, this is what I'm talking about. Like, go back to droids. With C-3PO and R2-D2 and that terrible storyline that they had in the 80s cartoons. Well, you can watch that on Disney Plus. Watch that and then watch this. Tell me which is better. Right? This is way better. Could you imagine if we got this quality? Right? Scooby-Doo was doing the same thing every week, but it was great. Yeah. So I'm much higher. Dawn says a 7. It entertained. RF 6.5 or a 7. Nothing earth-shattering, but it could be setting things up. Baymax is 6.5. Star Wars Politics 6.5. Mumbo Jimbo, go ahead and gave it the 0.1. Right, 6.4. We softened him up just a little bit. He's like, okay, fine. I'll give you a 6.5. Oh, very good. All right, let's go through the predictions and let's see how we did. And again, the way this works, if you get as many or more correct than I got, then you'll go on the Wall of Fame. And you see, we've got 2 pages of Wall of Fame. I've been switching up the pages in the scroll at the bottom. And at the end of the year, at the end of the season, we have a leaderboard. In the leaderboard, if you make it at the end of the season to be at or above my points, I will gift you some Star Wars Santa merch. And we've got a merch store. The link to it is in the description here. It's a Streamlabs merch store. Yeah, I'll send you the link. Let you pick what you want, and then we will ship it out to you. Well, I'll purchase it out of my funds, and I will ship it to you. No cost to you. So that's how you do it. You gotta beat me for the season. If you make it on the season, Mike Porter, 10 out of 10. I love it, Mike. I love it. Again, the floor for me is a 7. I'll have to go back once it starts to tie in. If we see this develop and where it goes, I could adjust my score from there. So let's go through here. Let's score and let's find out who makes on to episode 4. Leader Wall of Fame, and if anybody else makes it to or falls off the leaderboard. So Sid sends the Bad Batch on a mission. Indeed, she did. And Ord Mantell, both of these are yeses. I'm just going to do both at the same time. We're going to replace all the yeses with ones. There we go. The Bad Batch visit a new planet for the first time in animation. That did happen. It's the first time we went to this planet. I can't remember the name of it off the bat, but they named it, and we have not seen it before. So I'm going to put yeses there. Replace that, and then Hunter goes undercover. Well, he was so far undercover. He was so RF Gaming. Sid sent him on 2 missions, double points. I love it. Hunter, nope. No's get the point here because Hunter didn't. It really wasn't in the episode. You know, Matt Risman. I should give you an extra point for that one. The planet was called Filler Prime. You should get an extra bonus point just for that. So again, like yesterday, I mentioned this was going to be a batch-centric episode. So I answered all these questions thinking that we were going to spend time with the batch on a mission. So that's sort of where my frame of reference was when I went into the questions. Wrecker wrecked something. Look at all the yeses. Oh, I wish that he had wrecked something. Just one thing. Like gotten mad and just destroyed something. Only 3 people said no. Oh my goodness. Tech says something techie. He did. He said lots of things techie. So we give the points there. All right, here we go. Echo has a new attachment. Well, no, because Echo wasn't in it. That's dadgummit. Omega fires her crossbow. Look at all the yeses here. Let me just scooch this over. Look at all the yeses. Omega fires her crossbow. I thought it was going to happen, but the episode, she didn't really do much at all, did she? Omega, even though she was in the episode, her and Wrecker, neither of them really did anything. They just were there as supporting characters, right? So I gotta say a no there. Dawn, oh, I know. Someone told us it'd be about the batch. We all went in with yeses. I know. I know, Dawn. Omega fires her crossbow. No, we don't get a point there. All right. Someone's killed. Named or an unnamed character. Well, yes. Teo. R.I.P. Teo dead. Plus, I'm pretty sure some of the spectators in the stands were killed. And perhaps even other pilots, if that's what you call them, racers. Yeses. This is yes. Yeses get the point here. Someone was killed. Yes. Place all. Someone is stunned by a blaster. No stunning in this episode. No stunning at all. So the answer there is no. Match. Done. The Havoc Marauder crashes. No, the Havoc Marauder didn't make the show either. They saw. The Batch will fight or wrestle with a monster or creature. No, we didn't have any of that either. And I could see as I'm going through here now, sort of the expectations. I can see why this got ranked like the lowest episode of the season. Nobody's stunned. Is this even the Bad Batch? Right, Mumbo Jumbo? Right. Like, not only that, but there was Wrecker didn't wreck. Omega didn't use a crossbow. Hunter wasn't even in it. And they didn't have a fight. There was no fight. Think about it. in a whole episode, not one fight. I mean, they rescued Sid. So Sid has a bit of a. She said, let's call it even or whatever, right? But she kind of owes him one for saving her and getting her out of her own problem. And there's a lot of things, right? R.C. Scott, hello, my friend. The Emperor or Vader appears or is referred to. No, that didn't happen. This was the opposite of all of that. And I already know, like, and Risman's right. Like, the general reception of this by the fandom is going to be filler episode. It's just the way it is. The bounty hunters pursue the batch. Not yet. I think that may happen. And what we'll see is Sid is going to take the bounty. She'll take the bounty. A named clone. Not Rex or Gregor, whatever. A named clone. Cody, Rex, Gregor, whatever. Not Echo. Will talk with the batch. Again, I thought that they were going to go on a regular kind of mission. Not this. Whatever this was. And no, they didn't meet with any clones. So no's get the point there. Oh my goodness. A droid is referred to by name. Gonky. Like Gonky. Well, Teo. Teo's a droid, and he got called by name. Teo. so droid referred to by name? Yes. Yes, a droid was referred to by name. Not only that, but several other pilots or racers were also droids. And when they were being introduced by the announcer, they were given names. They're really these really cool names, which kind of offset text, just, lame kind of name. And so that's the case there. A light side force user. Nope. We were kind of talking about that yesterday. When will we see the episodes with the Jedi, the Padawans, all of that? When will it happen? Well, I don't know, but not yet. I think the smart money is on the middle 2 episodes. We have a 2-parter coming up here in a couple of weeks, and I think that 2-parter is where the safe money is for when we're going to get to see our little Jedi friend. So there we go. Match cell, place all. Something happens in or at Mount Tantus. I think, again, the smart money here, Baymax says Wookiees will be tribe, I think. You might be right. I have to look at the episode titles again. But Mount Tantus, I think, is going to be in the final 2 episodes. So we're building up towards Plan 99, which is the final episode. I think the last 2 episodes might involve Mount Tantus, but no, that didn't happen. So here we go. 18 and 19. Something happens at Mount Tantus. Crosshair talks with the batch. Both of those are no's. We'll just do both of them at the same time. And there we go. All right. So here we go. We get down to the final. You can see where we are. 13 is the meet or beat number. I see lots of 13s and 14s. I see a 16 down there. Looks like a lot of people have an opportunity to make it to the leaderboard or the Wall of Fame for this year. Sid uses a nickname like Bandana Goggles, whatever, for a member of the Bad Batch. She did call Wrecker Muscles, so that counts. Bail Organa, Grand Inquisitive. No Bail Organa. Ooh, single digits. When you get less than 10, it's a rough week. Omega flies the ship. Ooh, I like the guess of Saber Aneth, but no, didn't happen. Is that Saber Smith? The Saber Smith, and it just kind of came in weird. Omega will say she doesn't want to do missions for Sid anymore. Oh wait, I skipped one. The Batch are sent to the planet from the last episode. No, it didn't happen. Cornholio. Oh, I get the reference. Very funny. A very funny name. No, they were not sent there. The next is Omega will say she doesn't want to do missions for Sid anymore. No, that didn't quite happen. Robert St. Clair did do really well on predictions this year, this season, and it still did extremely well. But she didn't say she didn't want to do missions for Sid, nor did she kind of intimidate that she didn't want to. Right? It wasn't. There was nothing like that. In fact, she was kind of like, we have to, right? We have to save her. So Wrecker gets hurt. Mike Porter, Wrecker gets hurt. Nope, Wrecker didn't get hurt. Hologram of in Sid's office. No, Fitz. No, didn't make it. Corlo Ren, Wanda Sykes' character returns. Not yet. Cuin, C-U-I-N. Cuin will not be so good as last week's. Oh, that's funny. I think most people would agree with you, but I can't give you the point there. 16 though. Look at that. Way high on the leaderboard. Nice job for the Wall of Fame. Lobo, a character is thought to have perished but revealed to have survived. Oh, do we give you this point? I mean, the closest you get is Teo, that was blown apart and they put him back together. But then he got blown apart again. And did you ever think that he perished the first time? Or what do we think? Do we give Lobo the point? Does Lobo get the point? A character? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to give him the point. Lobo, I'm going to give him a point for Teo getting blown apart. He thought that, well, that's that for Teo, and they put him back together. So there you go. Teo, the twice dead. That's right, Stanley's. The Batch enter a race to get funding. Skywalker's Academy. Ooh, look at that. Skywalker's Academy. Our good friend who is on the leaderboard. I got to give you the Batch enter a race to get funding. That absolutely happened. Omega takes part in helping her brother's leg heal. They get on to another mission. Dawn. No, didn't do anything. Dawn Basham is in their chat. Great friend. Awesome person. No point. Sorry. Darth Elvis. The hunt for Cody continues. No, that didn't happen. Nobody's ever really gone. Matt, true. You know, who's to say they couldn't put Teo back together again? Right? I mean, you've done it twice. Might as well put him back together for the third time. At least I made a guess. You did make a guess. I'll give you points for that. Baymax. Tech pilots a vehicle. Oh, Baymax. Are you cheating? Are you? Did you get the screeners? Baymax. Tell us the truth. You got the screeners. Or a friend of yours got the screeners and you sat down and watched them with them. You got the screeners, didn't you? I'm just saying. Baymax. Cheating. Cheater. No, I kid. Mark's a great friend. That's why I give him a hard time. That's why RF Gaming Channel. Faster. Bad Batch homage to Jurassic Park Faster scene as they try to escape from a monster. I love it. No point. Stephen Murphy. Now this is pod racing. I'm going to give you the point, Stephen Murphy. It's really much like pod racing. Not exactly pod racing. It had a different name even. But close enough. I give you the point. Tech is in a race. TVC Mackin. Yes. 17 points. Way high on the leaderboard for this week. For the Wall of Fame. Omega talks with Echo. Meg. Star Wars Meg. My good friend. My dear friend. No. Omega did talk with Echo. Echo wasn't in the episode. Who could have guessed? This is Riot Racing. That's right, RF Gaming. It's Riot Racing. Omega will learn an important lesson from the Bad Batch. Did she? I don't know. What lesson did she learn? I don't think so. I'm going to say no. Dragon. Dark Dragon. You see him there on the leaderboard. Dark Dragon. Again, making it this week. A character from the Clone Wars will appear for the first time. No. A concept of gaining freedom from their debt to Sid will be raised. Mumbo Jimbo. Um, Mumbo Jimbo. Concept of gaining freedom from their debt to Sid. It's sort of the other way around. Sid sort of owed them a favor. And in fact, the whole setup for the show was that Sid had a problem. She needed their help. It was her problem. And she was getting them to help her. It was not for a client, wasn't for anything else, but that's the case. So, Mumbo Jimbo, the concept, I'm going to say no there, but you made it on the Wall of Fame for the week anyway. Oh, you had to submit twice. Didn't know the first one took. So there we go. 15 both times. Flashback of some sort. Daniel Fisher, flashback of some sort. Now, Crosshair has memories of the Bad Batch. Jonathan, no Crosshair in this episode, but you made it on the Wall of Fame nonetheless. One of the Bad Batch gets injured. No. Admiral Rampart, no. Omega will interact with an animal or creature. No. The Stanleys, the lesson was feel, don't think. Use your instincts. I don't think that's a lesson. I think that's her core. I think that's her happy place. I think that's where she comes at it from. Here we go. Ducky Momo. Hunter shows us his smolder. Ducky, I don't know what that means, but Hunter wasn't in the episode, so no. None of the characters have used my bathroom. Jason Ward. No. Double zero. You don't get zero, you get double zero. In fact, I'll give you like 6 zeros for that one. Omega learns a valuable lesson from CF99, Clone Force 99. Did she learn an important lesson? I'm going to say no, but 14. You still made it on the Wall of Fame. Omega does something that causes the Bats to have more trouble than they should have had. Darth Maximus. You know, this is sort of a thing because they were like, well, sorry, Sid, you got yourself in trouble. And Omega doubled down on the bet. Remember, she said, a double or nothing. And they're like, what you doing, kid? You don't understand what you're doing. This isn't the right thing to do. But she's like, we have to do it. We're doing something is better than doing nothing. And we got to do it. We'll take the bet. So she got them into the double for nothing. And so do something causes them to have more trouble. I'm going to say yes. Give you the point, Darth Maximus. And Nerd Mafia. The batch is still en route home at the beginning. Nope. But 16. You did extremely well this week. Again, Nerd Mafia on the Wall of Fame. He's on the leaderboard. And in fact, he picked up a couple more points on Santa this week. We see Coruscant, Whitney. No clones are hurt. KG. No clones are hurt. Ah, my goodness. That feels like a give me episode question, but I'm going to say yes. No clones were hurt because no clones were in the episode. We see Wanda Sykes' character, Shrub the Wise. Sheev, my good friend, Vader's Lair. No point for you. And then a Magic Maker. He got his in late, but we'll let him play. They talked to Rex. No, he didn't get that. And you see his questions came in very late. Let's just let's let him play here. A Magic Maker, my good friend. I'll have to get his points. See, this would be a 1, 1, 1, 0. I guess that's, let's leave it there, right? Yes. What is this? Texas something techie? Yes. Gotta grade his echo. No. Yes. Yes. Let's see. Give a point there. No point there. No point there. No point there. No point there. The bounty hunters. No point there. No point there. The droid. Yep. Give you that point. Light side force user. He says yes, no. Something happens, no, no. Oh, 6 points. A magic maker getting killed. So there you have it. That's where we are. So let's see. Who made it on the Wall of Fame for the week? The Wall of Fame, again, 14 or better makes it to the Wall of Fame. And the first person on there, the Saber Smith, I think that is. I think just had a little typo issue. Saber Smith made it. Ewan made it. Let's see. Lobo, Skywalker's Academy, Dale made it. Baymax made it on the Wall of Fame. Way high, TVC Mackin. Congratulations. I think TVC Mackin may have the high point for the week. Scarecrow on there again. Dark Dragon on there again. Mumbo Jimbo, good job. Mumbo Jimbo both times. Of course, they only get the one, but it's the same submission. Jonathan, yes. 14 or better. 14 or better. Star Wars Politics made it on. Brian Stone, congratulations. Darth Maximus, yes. Nerd Mafia, yes. K, yes. All right. So pretty Dawn Basham. Woohoo! I got a 10. At least you're not down in the single digits, right? All right. Oh, very fun. All right. Yeah. There's Baymax. I was hedging my bet, not being specific. Tech could have just flown the Havoc Marauder. That's true. That's true. You know, a lot of times you get yourself in trouble by being too specific. You want to be specific enough to get the point, but not so specific that that you can lose, right? So there's our Wall of Fame. Another big list this week. Let me just go ahead and update the. Let me go ahead and update the Wall of Fame for episode 4. Here, let's see who I can get on to the. Let's second that select all data sort, and we want to sort first of all by total descending, and then add by name sort, and let's see. Let's put in the names of everybody who made it to the Wall of Fame. TVC Mackin. All right, let's get this updated. TVC Mackin. There we go. Nerd Mafia. Baymax. Jonathan. Mumbo Jimbo. Brian Stone, Dark Dragon, X7. How we doing? Darth Maximus, AG. Let's see if I can get them all on just one page this time. Lobo, Sam Hain, Scarecrow, 24. I'm sure that 420 means what I think it means, but Skywalker's Academy. Okay, let's see. I may have to shorten things up here. Let's see. Walker's Academy. And then, how do we outlast? Star Wars Politics and the Sabersmith. Oh, too many characters. I'm going to have to be 2 pages again. Oh my goodness, what are we going to do? So, let's see. I'll split it at the 14. Split it at Brian Stone. Brian Stone makes it the first one on page 2. Oh my goodness. All right, this is page 1 of 2. Update it. Show it. All right, there you go. That'll be the Wall of Fame this week. We've got two pages again. 2 pages again. So we start with Brian Stone, Dark Dragon, Darth Maximus, Cade, Lobo, Scarecrow, Skywalker's Academy, Star Wars Politics, Star Wars Politics, and the Sabersmith. All right, there we go. There's page 2 of 2. And I will update, for all of you, I will update the leaderboard so that we can show that as well. So there we go. TVC Mackin, your comment yesterday about maybe being a racing episode really helped. Oh, congratulations. That's great. That's great. Great show. Thank you, Mumbo Jimbo. I really appreciate it. You've been great. And congratulations once again for making it onto the Wall of Fame. Doing really well in the predictions. No doubt. Yeah, look at my fill-in. I thought it was going to start out by having finished repairing someone's leg, then take off. No, they didn't do that part. It was behind the scenes. You know, they skipped an episode, didn't they, Dawn? Like, that was what happened in the episode they should have shown, but instead they showed this one. And they completely undermined your entire I.O. There you go. There you go. It completely undermined your predictions. This is a lot of fun. I enjoy doing this with you guys. I want to thank you all for participating in the predictions. It makes it a lot of fun to go back through and review afterwards, and to share this with all of you. So I really appreciate you guys playing along, having fun, and going through the episode with me. Again, I give it the floor for me is a 7 out of 10. It could raise later in the season as we see things happen, but it will not go any lower. Will not go any lower. We have the Mike Porter dad joke to wrap up the show. Here at the very end, we're going to do the Mike Porter dad joke. It's another Star Wars edition dad joke, so you guys enjoy. Why do bounty hunters seldom share? Why do bounty hunters seldom share? Well, because they're so greedo. Oh, greedo. The bounty hunter. They're so greedo. Very good, Mike Porter. That was perfect. Very good job. Matt Risman, have a great day, you all. Stanley's. Bye, everybody. All right. With that, we are going to call it a day. We're going to go out of here, and I'm going to run the out music. You'll see all of our supporters listed and our wonderful song by Darth Elvis. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time. Until then, my friends, ho, 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 Merry Christmas, and may the Force be with you always. Bye-bye.
Ho, 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 ho. Hot dang! Talking through the news from a galaxy far away. Toys and book reviews, positivity all the way. Come and join the fun, subscribe and like away. Movie news and show reviews, it's like Christmas every day. Oh, Star Wars Santa, Star Wars Santa, the Star Wars Santa show. Oh, what fun it is to chat on the Star Wars Santa show. Oh, Star Wars Santa, Star Wars Santa, the Star Wars Santa show. Oh, what fun it is to chat on the Star Wars Santa show. Ho, 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 ho. Hot dang, ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a treat tonight on the Star Wars Santa Show. He can feel your presence, so join the chat, loosen up and have some fun with Star Wars Santa.
I see. Good work.
Talking through the news from a